Welcome to Module 2, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Module 1 and are looking forward to continuing our conversation. In Module 1, we thought deeply about who our students are. We looked at some of the demographics for students in the California Community College system and considered how important it is to be mindful of our culturally diverse student group when we're teaching, particularly online. Online enrollments have been led across the nation by access-oriented institutions. If you look at the data, most of the online enrollments in the nation happen in community colleges. Online education gives access to higher education to students who typically don't have that access. And as you learned in Module 1, that option of choice is really where the sweet spot is today. It's more likely for students to take a mix of face-to-face and online classes than to take all online classes. And we know that when students mix it up, when they have the option to mix it up, which of course means that we need to be offering enough online classes for them to do so, then they're going to be able to progress at higher rates from one year to the next and meet their academic goals more successfully. So online really does play a big part of helping our students reach their goals, particularly our students who come from marginalized backgrounds and have very complex lives. Being on campus full-time is really a privilege that a lot of people just don't have. I know it can be hard to see that reality for some people, but that's the way it is. So we want to keep that in mind as we move into Module 2. We'll be digging in a little bit deeper to that Ready for Rigor framework that you looked at in Module 1 from Zaretta Hammond, which I think is fabulous. We'll be applying it a little bit more deeply in Module 2, but I want you to be reflecting on that as you go through the entire course and also start thinking about how it applies to your on-ground classes as well. While online education serves a really important role in access, we also know, and we considered this with Ray Kopp's study in Module 1, that there are a lot of equity gaps. Those students who are underserved are also the ones who are less likely to succeed online. And that's a problem that we need to acknowledge, and that's why this class is so important. So when we get into Module 2, we'll be thinking a little bit more about culturally responsive teaching, and I want you to be reflecting on how the way you teach can extend a worldview that can actually make some of our students feel more marginalized. It can be a very eye-opening experience to realize that. I know it certainly was for me. I think about it a lot. You're also going to start creating your own videos in this module, so that's pretty exciting. When I say your own videos, I mean actually a video that you'll be uploading to your own personal YouTube channel, and if you don't have one, you'll be creating one in this module. Videos are really important, and you'll be connecting video with social presence in Module 2 and getting to know what social presence is more intimately. So I want to leave you with a story to ponder, and this is a story that came from an early rendition of this class many, many years ago. I was teaching an online faculty development course about building community, and I had a student who is a faculty member share that she was sending a message to one of her online students with some feedback about that student's work. And the student replied and said, "Oh my gosh, I always thought my online instructors were computers." That story has always stuck with me. I tell that story a lot, and it's very compelling. It really says everything. Because if we aren't mindfully crafting our human presence in our online classes, then our students don't even know we're real. And that's a problem, okay? So keep that story in mind as we move through Module 2, and I hope you enjoy the content, the materials. There are more videos in this module, so have those earbuds nearby, and you'll have a chance to actually see some examples from other classes, so you'll get to see how other faculty members are approaching humanizing. Enjoy the module.